But anyway, anyone who has an interest, just please come and see me, and I'll get more information over time. Again, we're just in the initial stages, but I just wanted to let everybody know. I'll have to determine. It's one of 2 weeks in March. We're basically trying to put it together with the spring break at Dublin. So I'll get more directions, but I just wanted to kind of, let people know. Okay, we will definitely get that out to you when we have it.
But that's exciting, guys. I mean, we were all revved up, ready to go March 20. I think it was the week of, right? When everything stopped. So we'll get there this year, or this 2023. The other thing I did want to bring to your attention on this handout is September 23rd. September 23rd, we will not be meeting here. Instead, I'm challenging each of you sometime during that week to attend a different Rotary Club meeting. I think it would be helpful for us to see how other Rotaries operate and take some best practices from those clubs and make our club even better. So in the upcoming weeks, you will get an email from me. Each board member has been wonderful enough to sign up for a club. So for instance, Susan's going to Upper Arlington. So if you decide you want to go to the Upper Arlington Club on, I think they meet Wednesday at noon, that you would reach out to Susan and just let her know that you want to go as well, so that we let them know how many people might be coming. And if you don't want to walk into a club by yourself, then you can carpool with the board members so that that experience is a little better too. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So September 23rd, take off the autopilot, don't come in here, go to another club meeting. Okay, Ron? Yes, absolutely. Yep, I will send that out to you so you can see each board member and which club they're assigned to. But keep in mind, it doesn't mean that you have to go to one of those 15 clubs that I think we've got figured out. You can go to whichever one you want. And let me tell you, there are a lot of clubs in Central Ohio for sure. So, all right. And with that, any other announcements? No? Okay. The moment you've all been waiting for, Jean is going to introduce our speaker today. Oh, my goodness. You're all got these raffle tickets, and man, I about missed the star of the show, Dave Williamson, Sergeant at Arms.
Good morning, Rotary. All right. No way. All right. Good morning. Today is August 19th, the 231st day of the year. Keep that in mind as we go forward. And did you know what happened this day? And then let's see. Rotary protocols in effect, ladies and gentlemen. So here you have three available to you today. One is advance. Number two is the name tag. Number three is the business card. If you have all three, you're good. If you don't have all three, you'll be lost. So with that, the only I have one on myself. Apparently last week I was started and I didn't know. So it doesn't scare me. Very good friend of mine too. So I'm charging myself. Hey Dave. Oh, you're a good man. Now, I'm sorry. If you came in the meeting to say, you ought to be personnel, 7:45, this is part of the meeting. Came in at 7:45. On that, we have small pot today of $20. Yes. Well, there might be one. May I introduce that? Beautiful woman sitting in the far corner here. This is great, if I'm not mistaken. This gives me a drink. My better half, and truly, believe me, that's a true statement. So, this morning, all $25 are $290. Last four, 9503. 9503. Some people have like, yeah, 2 or 3 different things, so I'm gonna get from that. 9503, yes. Well, whoever gets it, they have to. Okay. For the large spot, which is. Nine. All right, Madam President, now you can host it.
Hey, good morning. There's nothing like being asked to introduce someone and then the whole club groans, so thanks for that. It's really my pleasure and my honor to introduce Dwight. I've known Dwight for several years, and every time we speak, he influences how I think about things and just seems to brighten my day. And so he's going to speak today about the My Special Word Foundation. And I thought I would share my special word, which I put together shortly after meeting Dwight. So my special word is golf, which has nothing to do with what happens out there. If you rearrange those letters for my golf game, it would be vlog. But so for me, golf stands for the grace of God. So I realized I'm here by the grace of God, and that he put me here to do the best that I could to help others. And so through Dwight and through other experiences with my fellow Rotarians, I came to realize that giving is part of what I need to do. The O is for optimism. So we have to live every day and with an optimistic outlook. And I try to do that, don't always succeed, but that's what my plan is. The L is for love, and the F is for faith. So thank you, Dwight. And I feel honored to count you as a friend and a pal. So.
So wonderful. What a blessing to be here today. I really appreciate, and Jean, thank you for your kindness and your friendship. And Tammy Izzo, she's on the My Special Word board and a dear friend. It's good to see you here and good to see everyone on Zoom. I tend to wander around, but I'm going to stay right here today because I understand that if I wander, they can't hear me and can't see me. So seeing is not that important. And also, I meeting some new friends today and getting to see some old friends today. So there are folks that I've seen today that I get to nod and hug that I haven't seen in a decade. But you all look well. Looks like God has been with you and continue to bless you in our time apart. And I often say that out of sight is not out of mind. So it's really good to be here. I get really excited. I'm going to back. Tammy, if I start to walk away, Tammy said back up. Okay, back up. She's good. I want to share with you. First of all, I want to thank the Rotary for all the work you do here in Dublin, in Central Ohio, around the country, and around the world. This is an incredible, as you all know better than I, an international organization that is changing the lives of people all around the globe. So thank you for that. And thank you for allowing me to be here. I wanted to share with you this concept, this program that we came up with in 2015 called My Special Word. Concept's pretty simple, and it goes like this. We believe, I keep wanting to grab, we believe, and tell me if you would agree with me on this, words are important. Words are powerful. And frankly, in today's world, we don't always think about the impact and the power on the words that we use. The words we use to talk with one another, the words we use to communicate. And if you believe that words are powerful and words are impactful, then I think you would also agree that positive words lift you up and make you feel great. And negative words tear you down. There are just too many negative words in the world today. So that's what we believe about words. The other thing we believe strongly is that our children are special. They're our future. Our children are special. So we put those two together in 2015, and we asked children to think about their very own special word. And it also works for adults. So I want you, Gene shared his, so start thinking about yours. So we started asking children 4 questions, and here are the questions. Question 1, very simple, very impactful. Question 1, what is your special word? What is the word you would use to describe the person you are or the person you aspire to be? Because you're special. The second question is, why did you choose your word? Share with me your story. The third question is, how are you living out your word? Personal accountability. And the fourth and the final question is, what can I do? What can we do to help you become that very special person that you aspire to be? It is just that simple. And here's what we believe. I bet the Rotary feels this way too. If we can change the words that we use, we can change the conversations we have. If we can change the conversations we have, we can change behaviors. If we change behaviors, we can change the world. Why don't we change the world? I have a special word. Gene shared his. I'd like to share mine. I'd like you to be thinking about yours. And maybe some of you will be brave and bold at the end and stand up and say my name and my word. And if you do that, we'll all cheer and celebrate you. We want to celebrate just adults just as we do children. So my special word is sold. S-O-L-D. The theory is we're all sold out to something. And when you're sold out, you're completely committed. You're all in. I don't hide my faith. I happen to be sold out to Christ. That's just who I am. The S stands for silence, because the Bible talks about the power of words to lift up, but also to tear down. So I try to be careful with the words that I use every day. The O stands for obedience. And I've often said to young people, if you believe someone loves you and cares for you, has your best interest at heart, don't you want to be obedient? The L stands for leverage. To whom much is given, much is required. Every one of us has special gifts. What will we do with our gifts to make the world a better place? And the D stands for discipline, to do the right thing the right way every day. So every morning for the past decade or more, I wake up and I recommit to living out my special word. It's not a destination, it's a journey. Every night when I go to bed, I ask myself, how did I do? And throughout the course of the day, I use my special word to guide and direct me. My decisions, my actions, my conversations. But what about you? You're special. Do you have a word? I'd like to share with you, I get really excited. I want to share with you a story, and I have lots and lots of stories. Thousands of children, we've had these conversations, and to see children get up and say, can I share with you? Can I share with you who I am? Love me, encourage me, celebrate me. So I was at a school years ago, And we played that song. Remember the song Happy by Pharrell? God, we're happy. I walk into the room, got a wireless mic, got 100 kiddos sitting on the floor in the gymnasium, kindergarten, first grade. And I say, drop the beat, boom, 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 boom. And they're playing Happy. And I said, get up and dance. 100 kids get up and they're jamming, we're dancing. And I yell, robot. Now y'all all old enough to know what that means. Turns out these kids do too, right? And they start breaking in there, doing that robot. And then after about 2 minutes, we took the music down. Said, how many of you know that song? Now they're lit, right? I do, they're all yelling. How many of you think happy is a good positive word? I do. I said, I'm gonna give you some other words and you tell me if you think they're positive, powerful. Are you ready? Yeah. How about love? Yeah. How about kind? Yeah. How about family? Yeah. How about if you had your very own special word? What would it be? We showed a video. Pardon? Oh, I'm sorry. The fourth, so what can I do? What can we do to help you become that very special person that you aspire to be? That's the fourth question. Is that what you're asking? Oh, I'm sorry. So I said love and family. Just gave them some positive words, right? And then I said, but what's your special word? So we went through an exercise and they thought about it. Then at the end, I said, if you have a special word, come on up front, take the microphone, your name, your word, and why, and we're gonna say, you rock, and then pass the microphone to the next person. So at the end of the session, I said, anyone wanna join me? 50 kids run up, right? They're lined up all across the gym. I'm Jimmy, and my word is love, and they say, you rock, and my name is Susie, and my word is creative, and we're doing it. But we ran out of time, and here's where the story gets really interesting. So I'm standing at the back of the gym. They're playing Justin Timberlake, and I'm slapping high fives with all the kiddos as they're leaving the gym. One little girl got to me. She waited. She was the last one. Beautiful young lady. When she gets to me, she's crying. I got down on my knees so I could look her in the eyes. And I said, what's wrong? She said, I have a special word, but we ran out of time. No one wanted to hear my word. I didn't get to share. And I said, I want to hear your word. I'm so sorry. And she looked at me and she said, my special word is team. She said, it's team. May I hug you? She leaned in. She gave me this tight hug. She let go. And I said, your word is beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I said, I have a My Special Word wristband. I have one right now. And she had one because we'd given them to everyone. I said, I know you have a wristband, but may I give you mine? And she said, yes, sir. And I said, but no more tears. I said, you have a beautiful word. And she wiped her face. She said, thank you. I took off my wristband. I handed it to her. She said, may I hug you again? I said, of course. She hugged me. 60-second exchange told me she had a word. She felt special. She wanted to share it. And she wanted to be celebrated. Last Saturday, I had a call with a group of adults and kids in Uganda talking about their special word. 2 weeks before that, Liberia. It's starting to spread like a movement. You think about COVID, you think about some of the challenges we've been through as a society, especially our children, our kiddos. We talk about the impact on behavioral health and all those things. Glad they're back in school, learning math, reading, science, etc. But at this moment in time, that's all important. But don't we need to love them and celebrate them and share with them how special they are? And what does that feel like when that conversation leaves the classroom to the dining room? We were leaving the session one time, a mom and her son were walking out, and the son looked up, he said, hey, mom, my special word is smart. And she looked down at him and she said, you certainly are. It works because it's simple. We want to reach millions and millions and millions of kiddos. Celebrating kids. And it's interesting. So there's I think there's a slide. And if I don't get the slide right, I can talk through it anyway. But I want to, so a lot of our friends at My Special Word have been saying we love it. It works because it's simple and it's impactful. But they ask 2 questions. How can we get more of it? And how can we get it to more kids? Let's start a worldwide movement. So we're doing great. worries. Okay. So I'm going to, can I just click on that second one? Yep. We're doing great. Are you all thinking about your special word? And if we run out of time and you're up here, then I'll give you a hug. We can celebrate. You gotta take it with you. You gotta live it out. And so I'm gonna go real quickly through a couple of slides, but this is what we found when kids have special words. They really get more in touch with their feelings. They start thinking about empathy. They start thinking about themselves and honoring themselves. You know, it's amazing. I've actually heard adults with shame on them say negative things to kids. Why can't you figure that out? What's wrong with you? And I think, did you just pour negative words into a child? So here are some of the things that people have told us as a result of my special word, how it's impacting children. I had an email that came from a principal in Columbus, and it said the following. It said, I had a child who was having some disciplinary problems. This is a principal in an email, and the child was brought to my office. When he got to my office, he broke down and he started to cry. And I said, what's wrong? He was reacting so strongly. And the child said, well, I have a special word, and I wasn't living it out. And the principal said, what was your word? And the child said, it's love. It's love. And I wasn't showing love. And the principal said, so for the rest of the time together, we talked about ways to show love. And the email ended with, it was a beautiful conversation. That's pretty cool. So people kept saying, how do we get more? So with Tammy's help and guidance, we formed a partnership with World Reader, which is an international organization off the West Coast. They focus on literacy, and they have reached about 20 million children on their technology platform with books, very cool books. And so I'm going to, well, maybe I'll skip ahead. Well, I'll just tell you a little bit about the partnership. So about a year ago, we contracted with our partners at World Reader to come up with a My Special Word book collection. It will be announced any day now. It's kind of already out there. 16 books in English and Spanish for children about the power and the importance of words. Will run on any mobile platform, any mobile device and cell phone, English and Spanish, SEL activities in every book, free. Free. And so it was a heavy lift, but a great lift. I think on September the 14th, we're going to do an announcement down at the Columbus Museum of Art. And an exec from World Readers coming in. Kent Johnson, the CEO of Highlights for Children. They've been a blessing and helped us all along the journey. He'll be on a panel discussion. And then someone from On Our Sleeves at Nationwide Children's Hospital, because they are very involved with behavioral health and kiddos. But we think this is a game changer, and it'll change the world. Think of these kids that will now have access, as they come up with their word, to read stories about other children all around the world. Kids that look, act, and in different cultures, sharing their words and the power. And I've seen and read some of the books. They're absolutely fantastic. Started at age 3 to I think 12 or 13 years. And this is one of the things, not all of the things, but this is one of the things we wanted to do to get more out there, simply to encourage kids to believe in themselves, to express themselves. And you know, when we go into organizations, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to go over and visit the KIPP school. And when you walk into organizations, you see big signs on the wall: excellence, quality, commitment. Those are all the values that we say to children are important, and they are. But if you flip that and you don't say, here's what we think you are, here's who we think you are, but ask the question, who do you think you are? One young man said to me, he was trying to be a little cute, tricksy. He said, my special word is truck. It's truck. I go, well, that's pretty interesting. Not sure how you act like a truck. And he said, I said, how'd you get there? He said, trucks are strong. They're dependable. They're reliable. Then he stopped. He said, that's it. My special word would be reliable. I want people to know they can count on me. I said, thank you for sharing. High five. So I wanted to share that with you. Stay tuned for this World Reader announcement, and our commitment is to reaching children all around the world. That sounds like a Rotary thing, doesn't it? To encourage and inspire. And years ago, we actually worked with the Rotary, and I think you all have this wonderful dictionary project. That's all right? And so we ended up giving like lots of these bookmarks. Because if you think about what's a dictionary, it's a book full of words, right? You give it to a child, you say, here are all these words, pick one. You're special, one that describes you. And so I think we gave a bunch of these, but it says words are important, powerful, impactful. Then on the back, it says, my name is, my word is, this is why, write it, value it, own it, live it, share it, be it. So if you're going to share dictionaries full of words, maybe you encourage kiddos to pick one of those and live by it and be celebrated. And then we're going to have bookmarks coming out pretty soon that look like this with a URL code or QR code, excuse me, where you can go click, pull up the book collection. Free. Coming soon. And by the way, this is one of the books about a third grader who's in search of her own special word. And this is a picture book for young kiddos. I think we donated 1,000 of those to Reach Out and Read a couple years ago. So that's kind of the story. It works because it's simple. We want to, like the Rotary, have a worldwide reach and a worldwide impact. And like the Rotary, we won't stop. We'll keep moving ahead every day. So Tammy is a dear friend, a board member, and I asked if she would just kind of share her word, her thoughts, and why my special word is important to her, because there's so many things she could be involved in, and we're very honored that she's involved with my special word. So I'm going to step away. This is my good friend, Tammy Izzo. Thank you.
So thanks all. Very nice to meet you this morning and be on site. I'm a Dublin person, so this is a great group. I retired recently and spending more time with Dwight, a little bit more time with Ohio State, and then with junior achievement. So my passion's all about the kids and just how can you really reach them. And so when I think about my word is believe. And it's really believing in yourself, but believing in others as well. And seeing how much they can do for you. So I think Roberta came up and talked about the help she needs, and she believes that you all will help her. And I think that's the same thing. If we can get the kids to believe in themselves early on and have that confidence to be who they are and live that every day, it's really going to change their lives, because that confidence just becomes more and more about themselves. But it also is confidence in others. And so using those nice words really helps people get to that next level. And so this has been a passion of mine since I heard about it from Dwight. And it's one of those things that my husband and I believe in, charity and giving back. And it's just something that I feel like if we can reach more kids. So the opportunity with World Reader to be able to give kids books with one click is just outstanding. And so we're so excited about this whole release. So the more little bookmarks we can give out to kids and friends, it's going to just keep on going further and further. And so anything we can do to reach the rest of the Rotary would really help us believe in this cause more. So as you're going to those different places, maybe we can get a couple bookmarks, because it's after our launch, that you can share with some of the new meetings that you're going to on the 23rd, week of the 23rd. But anything you can pass along, we believe in your causes. Anything we can do, we're happy to help. So, well, my dad was a Rotary member, so, you know, I'm happy to sign up. I'm happy to help with Roberta a little bit on the literacy. So it's one of those things that, I mean, I think this is amazing what you guys are doing and how far it travels with global reach. And so those causes just fit so well with what we're doing. So definitely appreciate all you guys on Zoom and wish you could be here in person. And definitely want to hear your words. So I don't know if anyone, Susan, did you think of your word yet?
Right, this year, my word is the Rotary word. It's imagine.
Oh,
I
that's
think imagine describes such a sliders off and imagine. This concept to kids, so they can come up with a word. I just think that's so precious. I don't think. I don't know.
Right.
Well, nobody ever asked me for a word. You know, I mean, that stuff is really. Like, so,
And the cost is very minimal to spread it, so it's amazing. Anyone on Zoom have a word?
Bruce Andrews. His word is. And now he's got credit, we need to give him a virtual hug. Thank you.
Is he there, Bruce?
Bruce?
Oh, he's the eagle.
He's muted. I think Bruce with him. Unmute. Anyone else here? Have a special word? Okay.
I'm Dave, and I have a special word, and my special word is friendship. I use incredibly dear friend from a long time, and it's all you are. God, with that gift of friendship.
Second video, okay?
Yes.
All I have to do is hit the right button. My friend Gene says it's right. Oh, hey Wolf, why don't you come on up? So, you know, it's just kind of happened. The organization has taken it, brought it in, and made it work with their kids. Have you ever heard of a group called Momentum? The kids in the grant every year. So, some of the kids in about 30 or 40 kids, and every year they said, come down. And they made this little 15-second video.
Where is it? Oh.
Okay, we're almost there. It's unique. You know, that's really sad. I've been involved. For all these years, I'm staring at the screen like, without a help desk, I'm trying to love.
Is this it?
Yes. Okay, here we go. I hope you enjoyed this. It's just 15 seconds. Okay. They were really jamming. And let's see, there's, I don't think,
Send that to me, I'll send it.
oh, absolutely. Well, let's see if
Sound is on.
sound is on.
It might be a
I'll send it. You know, those kids got up and shared their special words before they did that video. So anyway, hey, I just wanted to thank you again. I want to be respectful of your time. I wish you God's blessings. Have a word, live your word, share my special word, and celebrate life each and every day. Thank you so much. God bless.
If that wasn't inspirational, I don't know what. Thank you so much, Dwight and Tammy. I appreciate that. And Alan, I think you nailed it. Alan this morning was like, I had to come today. What a great speaker. I'm so excited to hear Dwight. And oh, you definitely delivered. So thank you so much. All right, next week's speaker is Rick Stein. He's going to talk to us about autonomous vehicles And I don't know if you remember, about 3 years ago, he gave us a presentation, and now he's going to update that for us. So looking forward to hearing from Rick. I'm going to leave you with a parting quote. This is from William Butler Yeats. Education is not filling a pail, but the lighting of a fire, which I think is true. With that, have a great weekend.